As a speaker at the ADL 2021 Fall Conference, here's what you can expect to see once you're logged into the system. So the platform we're going to be using this year is called Airmeet. And when you first log in, you'll have to enter your name and that sort of information. But then you'll land here on the reception area of the event. And so I'm going to walk you through what the menu will look like and what you're seeing and how to get to your session as a speaker. So across the top here, you'll see reception, schedule, lounge, and booths. So we'll go over those in just a moment. This page here is really just an overview of different things going on at the event. Everything you'll really need to worry about is going to be across the menu at the top here. However, on the bottom right, there is a walkthrough video that shows you a quick overview of how to use the platform. So definitely recommend watching that video as a first step. But this video will cover a lot of the same things. So over here on the right, we'll start with this side of the menu first, and then we'll go to the main areas of the event. So my schedule, you can save certain sessions to your schedule. So if there's only certain sessions you really want to attend, you can find them here. The moderation, if you see any attendees causing problems, which I doubt we'll have in our event. The feed here is pops up on the right hand side. This is where you can chat with other attendees, kind of like a public chat forum. Then the next tab here is people, so you can see all of the people in the event. The next one is messages. So if someone sends you a direct message, or if you send a direct message to someone else, you'll be able to see those and reply to those here. So those are private messages, just one-to-one, one person to another. Alerts or event announcements and that sort of thing. And then you do have your settings. When you first come in, it might actually be a white background, not this dark color. I personally like the dark background, easier on my eyes, but this is where you can change it. So if you come in and everything looks white and you want to have that dark background, just less light in your eyes, go into settings and then go to customize event, and then you can change your ambience here. Of course, you got your microphone and webcam settings here, and that's very important. The very first thing you're going to want to do when you log into this system, it'll prompt you to allow access to your microphone and your camera. Be sure you click yes, especially as a speaker. Otherwise, you won't be able to use your microphone or camera for your own session. All right, so that's the right menu here. And then across the top, here we are in the reception area. The schedule is next, and you'll see you have a sub menu here with the different dates of the event. So this first day, Thursday, is just a meet and greet. This is all part of that, all of this will be happening in the lounge, which we'll cover in just a second. The first part is just a casual meet and greet. Then we'll do a speed networking meet and greet, which will be kind of fun, and then kind of open mingling after that. And then Friday schedule, Friday and Saturday we have a full schedule, and then Sunday we just have our Sunday service. But as a speaker, any session that you're a speaker on, you'll see this option here to go backstage. And so it's very easy for you to get into your session as a speaker. If the sessions you're not a speaker on, I believe it'll just say go to session. But as a speaker, when it's probably about 15 minutes before your session begins, you'll want to make sure you're coming here and go to the backstage. Now, backstage, in the beginning, it'll just be you and the host. The host will either be myself or one of my team members, Damien, depending on what time your session is. So back here is kind of the backstage production area of the event. If you want to chat directly with your host, you should be able to hear and see each other, but if some reason your camera is not working or you can't hear them, there is this chat over here on the left that's just between the speakers and the host, so it's kind of a private chat. Down across the bottom, kind of your common options for video conferencing, your camera, your microphone, and then you also have the share your screen option. Everything else, just controlling your microphone and camera basically, or sharing your screen if you have a presentation, if you're doing it live. That's all you'll have to do. The host will take care of everything else. So on the right hand side here, this chat is for chat for every attendee in your session. So this will be a kind of a public chat area over here. So you can see chat messages coming in from the audience. The next tab over here is Q&A. So if someone enters a question, then you can see them here, and the host can show them on screen for you, or you know, moderate them for you basically if you want help with that. And then we won't really be using polls, so we'll skip that. But the next section here is raised hands. The idea here is if an attendee wants to come on stage and be on camera to ask their question or share thoughts, they would raise their hand, and then the host would bring them on stage so that everyone can see their camera. So otherwise, the only people that'll be on camera are you and the host. Basically, the host won't really be on camera. They'll be behind the scenes running the session for you. So it'd really just be you on camera unless an attendee raises their hand and wants to come on stage, and then we'll add them on stage so they can ask their question and interact with you directly. So other than that, I believe so that's it for the schedule. And that's in getting into your particular session. Remember, just click that go backstage about 15 minutes before your session begins. The next area here is the lounge. This is a really cool feature with this platform. These tables, you can just click on a chair and sit down, and when you do, it'll start a video conferencing session with you and anyone else sitting at that table. So it's a great way to have face-to-face conversations. Kind of mimics being at a real event where you're sitting at tables talking with people. These first 4 tables that are purple can have up to 15 people. The gold tables can have up to 4, and then these last 3 are just for 2 people, just to keep, you know, kind of more private conversations. So anyways, that is the lounge and kind of the networking area. And this is also where we'll do the speed meet and greet on Thursday evening. Definitely recommend as many of speakers as possible to take part in the meet and greet. That's a big reason a lot of people attend these things, is to meet the speakers personally. And then the last area here is booth. So this is where our vendors information are. So you can come in here, click on one, see more information about them. And each booth has its own table. So if the vendor is monitoring their booth and you come sit at a table, they can sit at a table with you and chat with you there. And you can also chat over here on the side directly with that vendor. And if you're interested in what they're offering, you can send them your information by clicking this button. But I think that's it. The main thing as a speaker to remember is make sure you allow access to your camera and microphone when you first sign into the platform, and then 15 minutes before your session, go to your session and go backstage so that we make sure everything's ready to go. Even if your session is pre-recorded, we recommend you being there early just so you can be engaged in the chat and kind of be prepared instead of last minute technical issues for your Q&A session. So that's it. Let us know if you have any questions.